Hello everyone, it's Maxine, Kaye in Yoga from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, and yet from our living room here. We're really happy to be connecting with you again today. It's a beautiful day. It was a little cool this morning, warmer this afternoon, sunshine all day, which is great because we get rain for the next couple days. Don't you love how things change? I was thinking about parts and whole. We know that there's one life, it's God's life, that each of us is an individualized manifestation of that life. So when we're looking at it from the relative standpoint, it appears that we're separate, but we're not really. We are individualized expression of the one. And it's as though we are the hands and the feet and the hearts and of the presence of God itself, all very important expressions of it. And it feels like we are a part of. And it's true on the relative sense, on the absolute sense, we are that wholeness. Now that's quite a concept to get to. But when I'm thinking about the wholeness of anything and the parts that comprise that wholeness, I think about all of the challenges that face us in the world right now. All that needs to be done when we look at what's broken, seems to be broken, when we see humanity kind of falling apart in terms of the us and the them. We look at the planet and the planetary crisis, the global warming and so forth, and the animals and the children who are neglected, and we think there's just too much. Well, let's step back a minute and realize that the wholeness has to do with our being willing to see through the appearance to the impenetrable truth, the unimpeachable wholeness of this universe, of which you and I are a part. And once we recognize that and maintain the vision of heaven on earth, of a planet that works, of a humanity that works for all, we can then ask the infinite wisdom within us, what is my part to do to bring about the wholeness? I mean, I can't possibly be helping to clean the oceans and the skies and saving the little rescue animals and making sure that the children in the world are all fed and doing everything I know how to do to bring together ethnicities and races and people of different sexual orientations and making sure that we finally can get along beautifully. I can't do all of that, neither can you. Some people are able to do one or two or three of those things, and that's wonderful. Let's do our part, whatever it is. Now, the person who is, and the people who are, because they are thousands, who are doing their part to make sure that we can clean up our oceans. So important. It's not part of what I have signed up to do. My energy is there, my vision is there, and I'm so grateful for the people who are making sure that we're doing everything that we can to have clean waters in our world. I don't know how to build solar power, but there are people who do. There are people who know how to use and harness natural energies, and I love and support and appreciate them so much. There are people who are animal rescue people who spend a good part of their lives making sure that the animals are as safe as they can be. And they answer calls in the middle of the night to go pick up a dog or a cat that's been abandoned or injured or some way. And they do such wonderful things. I don't do that. I did allow myself to be rescued by this little puppy right here. That's the part that I'm playing in it. I do read books about white fragility and systemic racism, and I do my best to be an ally. And I participate with other groups of people looking across the borders of politics and religion and ethnicities and continuing to celebrate our unity underneath all of it. I do everything that I know how to do, that I'm guided to do. Each part, more than one, I do many, and so do you. But I'm so appreciative of everyone who does one part to bring the event of the unimpeachable wholeness of the universe into full recognition in our world, or two parts, or whatever it is. If every day you and I maintain our focus on this wholeness, rather than looking too much at the brokenness, recognizing that brokenness has to happen many times in order for a new order of harmony and wisdom and creativity to come forth, then we maintain our focus on the truth. We see through the appearance of the things that would otherwise disturb us and make us feel so distraught we wouldn't be able to do our part at all. And then we ask the infinite wisdom within us, what is my part to do today? Maybe it's different today than it will be tomorrow. Maybe it's different now than it was 10 years ago. But right now, let's see and maintain the vision. Look at the whole, and then consider the part that is our part by asking, Spirit, what is mine to do today? What is my part in this great play called the human experience? Yoga is quite settled into this whole thing. Nothing disturbs. And let's let that be our experience as well. Thank you for being with us today. Please join Reverend Mike tomorrow for a love note, again from our living room, probably with Miss Yoga on his lap as well. And do join us Good Friday. Good Friday at noon. We'll be live streaming last year's virtual Good Friday service, where we had a beautiful cellist, Eric Coyne, who, with me, socially distanced on the stage, presented an inspirational hour of beautiful music and time for reflection on the deeper meaning, the metaphysical meaning of the 7 last words of Jesus. And then, of course, that prepares us individually and collectively for a beautiful Easter experience. So be with us on Easter morning as well at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. And if you can't be with us at those specific times, Friday or Sunday, pop onto the website anytime, cslphilly.org, and click on the streaming button, and it will take you right to where we are findable. We wish to be findable. So we love you. We look forward to being with you every day. Bye for now.